Hey there everybody, Shamebrick Customs back on the custom minifigure update. A couple of things to talk about today, guys, and a couple of things to show you after that, but we'll do the talking and then we'll show you some things after that. The main thing I want to talk about today, guys, though, is the progress that I've made on the Darth Barris headpiece and the Darth Barris chest torso armor. It's gone really well so far. I've begun to make the framework for the headpiece and the torso piece, and the framework is essentially what I'll be sculpting onto. So I'll probably start sculpting in a couple of days, and then I'll have a couple of things to show you for the next reviews of the progress of the Darth Barris headpiece and the torso piece. I will also be doing at the same time the torso piece, or the armored cover torso, for Darth Crate, just because I want to do those at the same time, because it will save me a certain amount of silicone casting them in the same mold, because they're sort of the same sort of style. So those will be around the sort of same time, and those will probably be the next two reviews after the Orn Free Taa review. I've nearly finished that headpiece, and I suppose that's all I actually got to talk about. Now I can show you a few things. I'll first off show you the progress that I've made on the Orn Free Taa headpiece, and here it is. So this is the third cast of the headpiece, and as you can see, I've done some detail on the back, and I probably will do at least one more cast on this one here. I have to fill up these areas here with clay. So this is the clay that I use. So I'll be filling that into there, and then once that clay is dried, I'll then cast it again into I think it's the fourth plastic headpiece of this version. So this right here, as you see right now, is a plastic headpiece, as you can see from the bend. And so I'm pretty happy with the way it's gone so far. It does need a little bit more work, a little bit more, TLC, but in the end I think it will turn out really nice once it's painted and fully finished. So expect that review on my main channel probably in about a week. There's a link to my main channel down below in the description, so if you haven't already checked that out, please do, because that's where you can see all the finished versions of these customs that I talk about all the time. What else have I got to show you? I've finally packaged up the Bounty Hunter headpiece, or the helmet, and the Bosk headpiece and handpieces for my collaboration with ASAP Animations. Link to his page down below in the description. So he's starting filming for the animation, I believe, beginning of February. So I got to send these off today, and hopefully he'll receive them in time. There's also a custom pauldron in there for the Bounty Hunter helmet. I'm not sure if he wants to use that or not, but I thought that was a nice little addition that really does, I think, really goes well with the helmet. The final thing I'm going to show you today, guys, is a sort of, I don't know how you'd explain it. It's an old custom. It's an old custom cast, but I've redone it. So I have a lot of just random silicone molds in my cupboards and my modeling drawers, and they're all just from the old customs that I've done. And when I did this cast at the Orn Free Taa headpiece, I had some leftover blue plastic, and I decided that, better than just letting that plastic go to waste, because it's a little bit expensive, I thought I would fill it into one of my previous molds that I've got. And I rummaged through all my molds before I actually mixed the plastic and everything to pick one out. And I stumbled across my 3 Durge head molds that I've got. And if you guys didn't know, I've actually done 3 versions of Durge, who is this character here. And he was featured quite prominently in the 2003 Clone Wars series, and I believe in the expanded universe. So I've done 3 versions of Durge's head, and I picked the one that I liked the most out of the lot, and I cast a new version of it, because I thought that it could do with a sort of a repaint, and I don't like repainting my old models. I always cast a new one if I'm going to repaint it. So I cast it with the intention of repainting it, and this is what I got out of it. So as you can, I don't know if you can see actually that well, but I've done a cracked pattern on each of his shoulder guards, as pauldrons, if you will. So this is not a new mold. This is an old mold, but I've just repainted I've just painted a new cast of it, because the old one was looking a little bit messy. So I thought I'd redo it. So yeah, hopefully I'll be doing a review of that and my other 2 versions of the Durge head on my main channel. The only problem that does come with that is those sort of heads like Durge, what's another custom that I've got, that sort of style, Darth Talon, that's a really good one. So I've got here, I've got a finished Darth Talon headpiece that I haven't reviewed yet on my main channel yet. And the main reason that I haven't reviewed it yet is that I've just been trying to track down a body that would suit it. Because if you guys didn't know, Darth Talon, Durge, those sort of customs that have really, I suppose, unique bodies, really unique torso pieces, really unique colours to them. It's really hard to find, Lego release pieces to match those styles. So because I don't customize, because I don't paint Lego pieces, I cast on my own and I paint those ones. But because I don't paint Lego release pieces, I'm in a bit of a loose end with matching the head pieces up with the body. So I don't know what I'm going to do about that. I'll probably end up just reviewing them with a blank white torso. I think they would look probably the best. It would show off the headpiece, but in a perfect world I would have custom bodies to go with them, but Lego's just too expensive to do it for every single custom that I want to produce, so unfortunately that's what I'll have to do with them. But that's not the end of the world. You can see the headpieces quite well on the white torso, and it really does show off the headpiece nicely. That's all I've got for you for this one, guys. I hope you've enjoyed me rambling on about what I've got in the pipeline, what I've been doing, and if you want to go check out the finalized minifigures, the final versions of them, check out my main channel, which is linked to down below in the description. If you want to go visit my blog, there's a couple of good tips on customizing if you want to give this a crack yourself. And you can check out my eBay page, it's also linked to that in the description. I don't think there's anything on there right now. I've been pretty lazy about putting stuff on there, but I will get around to it someday soon, so keep checking that out. And yeah, I suppose that's all for this one, guys. I hope you've enjoyed it, and have a good day.